Hello everyone! Back for more of the Dark Souls shield run. Today I'm at the very least going to be trying to get past Gaping Dragon and down into Blight Town. Might be quite challenging though. Damage output is not very high, so Gaping Dragon will probably end up taking quite a while. This I believe is the shortcut. Did you the other side, right? Yeah. Hold on. So it's quite loud. Not sure what happened to the audio since last time, but that was very loud. And now that's too quiet. That should be fine. It's audible, but not blasting out my eardrums. That's what matters. Four hits to kill a rat is not looking too hot, I ain't gonna lie. You just wanted to go into the wall. Alright, that's not too bad. Power attack and power attack follow up in an R1. That's not too bad at all. Now the goal is going to be getting some great shields, but it's going to be a while before I can get any of those. The first one, and honestly, one that's probably not even worth using, the Rebel Great Shield, is in Blight Town. So that's not too far away, but that one's not really worth using. Its resistances are not that high, its stability is lower than the Black Knight Great Shield. I did a little bit of research since last time to just see what it looked like we were going to be using here. Probably going to be planning on getting a few different shields upgraded so that I can try to hit for weaknesses, have different resistances as needed for blocking. Although I'm not going to have any of those until it's looking like Anor Londo, Sun's Fortress, basically. I think the Black Iron Great Shield is in Anor Londo. The Giant's Great Shield is in Anor Londo. The Tower Shield is in Sens. Let's see. There's the Bone Wheel Great Shield as a maybe, but that one is a maybe. I could technically go grind for that one in the Catacombs now, but I'm not. I'm trying to avoid going and getting that one since it would basically just be a weapon. It's a shield that does as much damage as most weapons. Incredibly strong, being the point, and it would. I feel like it would trivialize the challenge needlessly. And there isn't really a point on trying to go above this one to hit it with the plunging attack because I can't plunging attack. So normally you would come up from above against this and just hit it with a plunging attack, but that's not an option here. Shields can't do plunging attacks. Still can't in Elden Ring, unless I'm mistaken. Like, they have jumping attacks, but they can't do critical attacks of any kind. Having a fast roll is quite useful, I ain't gonna lie. I don't regret going and getting hovels. That's one thing I forgot to look into, though, actually, was how specifically you get the key to go into his room, because I don't remember where it's at. I don't remember if this rat even respawns, to be honest with you. I know Spider Shield is in here, or at least I think it is. This thing, I think, just drops 20 humanity. No, just a regular humanity. And then this is a soul. It came from that way. No. I came from there, which means I need to go down here. Is this a shortcut? This is a shortcut. Honestly, I didn't even know that this was a thing. That's like the end of the area right there. Which honestly, I'm tempted to just use that to skip through to Gaping Dragon. I don't think that there's... Well, Spider Shield's a thing. I could get that. That would be useful. Having a high poison resistant shield to carry around with me. Especially if I'm going down into Blighttown. You know, I probably should have spent my souls. I'm gonna do that real quick. I think I have a level up here. Oh, no, not even quite. That's fine, I have a bunch of hard souls I can use. I mean, not a huge amount, but at least some. A little more than that. Just one of these should do it, I think. And like I said, once I'm up to 1,000 HP, I'm going to start leveling up my strength, because I'm going to need to get, I think 34 for hovels eventually. And while I could go straight to Gaping Dragon, I'm going to see if I can't get that, well, first of all, I need to kill that Channeler, because that could end up being a problem. Don't want to be getting shot at by the Channeler while I'm fighting Gaping Dragon for sure. What do you mean that missed? Oh no, I got poisoned. I don't think I have any. Oh, you're still alive. And I don't think I have any moss clumps to cure that. No, I don't. Well, that's fine. I just need to keep an eye on my HP. No matter how many times I go through this area, I can never quite remember my way through it. Oh, I accidentally un-two-handed my shield. He's down. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Waiting at the poison isn't entirely a bad idea, even if that wasn't what I was trying to do there. My cats is being a nuisance. take this slow. Oh, I'm out of Estus. Here, let's, that was close. Just gotta take this real slow. One misstep and we'll have to go back through here. Alright, he's down. Alright, channeler down. That's the other side of the fog wall. Go through it from this side? Yep, there we go. And I believe some of these boxes here have rats in them. Yep, there you are. Ooh. Alright. What about this one? Nope. This is a large titanite shard. That could be useful. Let's see. This was the other side of that fog wall. That was the room where I fought those rats. That would go back to the bonfire, right? Yeah, right there goes back to the bonfire. So I go through here. Go down here. That's a dead end. They go this way. I go right. Where does this go? Oh, basilisks. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to need to be very careful to not get petrified by these basilisks since I didn't buy a purging stone. I'm trying to remember the way to get to the spider shield. On the right side, I don't need to worry about my HP getting eaten through by these basilisks, just the petrification. Although the petrification is a very real concern. Down here. Nothing in there. Ring of the Evil Eye. I knew it was over here somewhere. Oh dear. Now we're gonna do this. Ring of the Evil Eye is pretty useful, I'd say. Let's use that. That should give me enough for a level up. Make sure all of my stuff stays topped off. I wouldn't want any of it to break while I'm in the middle of a fight or something. He didn't drop anything, did he? And I'm trying to remember how to get the spider shield, and it's just not coming to me. Well, at least they appear to be stuck. And this is why we're going to need to get infusions on these shields, because enemies like this that have very high resistance to strike damage are just going to stonewall me. Unlike in later games, though, infusions don't really mess with the guard rating of the shield at all in this one. Is this? Oh, this just goes down to the basilisks. If I was human, I would get invaded by Kirk in here, I believe. And his shield, if I were to get it, would be somewhat useful. But I don't think it's so useful that I'm going to fret over it. Bleed in Dark Souls 1 isn't that strong. It's not bad, it's just not particularly good, I'd say. Oh, you know what? I think I remember where the cliff to get to the spider shield's at, actually. It's up next to the butcher that had the large ember next to it. There's a hole there. I believe that that is where I need to go to get it. So let's rest here. The spider shield is, I'm thinking at least, is going to be very useful for going through Blight Town. So I want to at the very least grab it. I'll probably have it on my back instead of the Wrathcrest shield, because I believe it's just having it equipped that gives you the defenses. Although I could be mistaken. But having another tool in the tool belt can't hurt, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's right here. We need to kill this dog. These dogs are gonna kill me. Oh, that one just jumped off. There are no bloodborne dogs, but they are still very annoying dogs. There we go. And I'll probably just use a homeward bone after I grab this. So I believe this item right here is the shield. Yep. Alright, next stop, Gaping Dragon. You know, I should top everything off. While I find it unlikely, it is definitely possible for a shield to break while fighting Gaping Dragon. It's got a lot of health, and the damage output is low, so I have to hit him a lot of times. I really can't think of anything that I would have missed other than the spiked shield or the shield of thorns or whatever from Kirk. It's the only thing I can think of that I might have missed here that is worth grabbing. You know what, the item that I'm thinking of is just a crossbow, so it's not even going to be worth grabbing as well. It's right there, isn't it? Yeah, heavy crossbow. Still grabbed it anyway, because of course I did. Now I know hitting the head on this thing is going to do more damage, but honestly I think first and foremost I'm going to go for the tail. Ooh, that damage is not great. Come on. Far enough away that you want to do the slam attack, right? There you go. Not because I want the Dragon Crane Great Axe, but because any of the tail attacks will get reduced range if I successfully sever the tail. That... Now, I could have sworn I was blocking there, but maybe not. There's a second set of my armor. Come on, don't you want to do the head slam? You know, I did literally ask for that, so I can't complain. Come on. This damage is leaving a lot to be desired. Can't even see the yellow, really. But what can you expect, right? Literally attacking with a shield. I knew Gaping Dragon was going to be a problem, so I'm not really surprised at all. This isn't an exceptionally easy boss as far as just avoiding getting hit goes. Just not playing very well. And I gotta say, that tail swipe not being blockable, at least it seems like it's not blockable, is a problem. That was the grab. Come on, do your head slam. is not what I asked for you to do. Come on. There we go. This tail will come off eventually. Just a matter of patience. And playing well. Not perfectly, just well. For a very long time. And once I've got the tail off, I can start hurting the head a little bit, which will do more damage. I need to figure out if that shields or that tail swipe is blockable, because I keep getting hit by it and I might just need to dodge it. I've tried guarding towards it, and I've tried guarding towards the center of the dragon by targeting it, and neither seems to work. Come here. Come here. After that, you should put your head down. No? You are not wanting to cooperate today. Here, what about now? There we go. Crawl forward. There we go. Put your head down. Attack, and then I'm too far, and then you put your head down. There we go. There goes your tail. Alright, now I can start hitting your head. Come on, move towards me. Yeah, see, that's actually decent damage. I still can't really see yellow, but that damage is a lot better. I think it's literally twice as much per hit. Far enough away from you, you'll put your head down. Now you're going to charge forward. And I'm not really going to be able to hit your head whenever you're in that corner, so I'll just settle for hitting your leg. Now you're going to turn around. Head down, get a couple hits in, and move out of the way. move far away. And you put your head down. Every time. Like clockwork. Now move out of the way. See, this is not very difficult at all if you just have a basic understanding of the boss's moveset. If you pretty much just space it to where if you're far enough away and in front of it after it does an attack, it'll almost always follow up with that. And if it does that move, it'll always follow up with the forward charge. See? Anybody ever has trouble with Gaping Dragon? Tell them to bait out that move, and that the head takes extra damage, and it makes it much more manageable. And this move literally just run away from it. Ah, I missed. And if you're having trouble getting it to use the move where it slams its head down, it'll pretty much always do it if you're in front of it after it does a different move. And I'm not going to be able to really hit its head there. The same story there. I wasn't really able to hit the head. And it won't do the charge very often. Well, sometimes it won't do the charge if you're not directly in front of it after it does the move, as you saw last time. But if you're vaguely in front of it, it'll do it. It's just it won't always. But, see, it does that move, and now I get in front of it by a decent distance. Ah, I didn't do the head slam. There, it does the head slam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's vomiting. And really, the only answer to that is just get away from it. As far away as you reasonably can, and you should be fine. Head slam? No. Jumping at me. You do the head slam now? No. You are not being very cooperative today. You were for a while, but not anymore. There it goes. And I missed. I'm not going to be able to hit the head there, really. So I'll just have to settle for hitting the leg. A lot of people have problems with the jump move, too. But if it jumps and you're not in front of it, basically, whenever it does the jump, then that means it's basically just going to turn. It's not going to jump at you, so if you just move away from wherever it was, you should be fine. If it is facing you whenever you jump, if you just run away from it, you're fine. Because it'll jump towards you then, but it won't do any real angling on the jump. I think that I should be safe in here. Oh no, I might have just killed myself. Oh no, we're fine. I almost killed myself, but we're fine. And you're just gonna run into the wall, huh? Get what damage I can in, because I can't get to the head. Now you're gonna sit up. And you're throwing up again. That jump attack, if I land it, it does a lot more damage than just hitting it with the R1. So I try to land that when I can. Move out of the way if it does do the charge. Yeah. If you are even remotely near it whenever it's doing that, you're going to get hit. So you gotta move out of the way before it starts moving. I accidentally just did a shield shove. You're gonna jump now. Yep. Okay, so he didn't move at all really there. He just rotated. It's because he wasn't basing me when he did the jump. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, the charge is 8 steps. Now it's doing the vomit move. So you just run as far away from it as you reasonably can. Head down. And I think I've got enough space here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, we're getting close. That move there, by the way, is a grab. It'll throw you in its mouth and chew on you a bunch. Does a lot of damage. Realistically, has a threat of killing me from this range, I think. Ooh, that connected. And now you're going to charge into the wall, so I can't really hit your head. Oh, no, you're not charging. Slam your head down. Yep. And I missed. Now we run. Oh, you're not charging. You are not wanting to cooperate very much. Now slam your head down. Nope, jump. You can slam your head down now? Nope. What the heck was that? Oh, was that a tail swing? There you go, now you're charging. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit your head there, though. Oh, you know, I might have been able to, that's fine. Just rotating. You are not wanting to charge. There we go, he's down. First try. Now that's really how a lot of the bosses in Dark Souls 1 are. They've got very exploitable weaknesses, and they're designed in such a way that if you're able to deduce the pattern of their moveset, they're extremely easy. So that wasn't challenging. The reason I really went through all of my S's is because I was having to fight it for so long. But with any other weapon type, that wouldn't have been the case. Well, maybe like the Cestus or something. Well, the Cestus is really good in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, and even, to an extent, Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1, the Cestus was terrible. Like, all of the fist weapons, pretty much, are terrible in this game. The Cestus, the Claws... Honestly, I don't even know if there are more than that. There probably are, but I don't really know any of them. They're terrible, though. They do very little damage, and have the low range that they haven't got that in common with the shield, low damage and low range. The shield, I would honestly argue, is probably better than the Cestus in this game, because it has the blocking on it. Cestus can parry if it's in your left hand, I think, but that's not really a huge deal. And if you're looking for a weapon to be in your left hand, just put a parrying shield in it, it's going to do it better anyway, because the left hand jab is not useful enough to warrant using a Cestus over a shield. Because if nothing else, if you're going to like, oh, I can't parry that move, or you are bad at parrying, having a shield that can parry in your left hand is going to be more useful than a Cestus. Because if nothing else, you can always use it to block. I don't think you have anything that I'm interested in. Can't use gold pine resin on a shield. I don't want to get the crystal shield because it can't be repaired. And I think it would end up breaking quite quickly, even if it does have very good stability and blocking. And the damage would be higher. I would never be able to repair it, and it would get outscaled eventually anyway. I say outscaled. Upgrading my other shields would end up making them more useful than a crystal shield, I think. This guy is going to be a problem, I think. These guys are very tanky and do a lot of damage and also do poison buildup. And have that big knockback, and I can't push them. Here, do you want to attack and knock yourself over the ledge? There we go. That right there, I believe, is the whip or the washing pole one. That's probably how I'm going to have to deal with those guys. They can't drop anything that I would want to use anyway. I think they can drop dung pies and that's it. So nothing I'm really interested in. The only thing other than hard souls that I'm interested in getting out of Blight Town here is, if I'm not mistaken, the Rebel Great Shield. And honestly, I might not even use that. Come on. Is this like your leash range here or something? There we go, now you want to cooperate. Yeah, the three that are at the Valley of Drake's exit might end up being a problem because I don't think that there's anywhere that I can easily set them up to fall off like I can here. I know there's a blow dart sniper somewhere. Don't exactly remember where he's at, though. These guys are probably also going to be a problem, to be honest with you. They have a grab there, and they're not exactly squishy. I don't think that I'm going to be able to handle them quite the same way, but I can try. Oh, you know what? I can push these guys. There we go, that works. That's actually quite effective. See, you gotta work smarter, not harder, right? Okay. That's the blow dart sniper up there. Let's see. Does putting the spider shield on my back boost my defense? I don't think so. It might. You know, worst case scenario, I'm losing the stamina regen from the Grass Crush shield. But best case scenario is having it on my back is boosting my toxic defense to the point that I don't get toxic in one dart. So I think that's a worthwhile trade-off. If it's working. If not, then silly old me, I guess. Back to a better spot like here. Really? You know what? He's basically pacified, and I'm not willing to try to hit him there without, because it could, oh, there we go. He killed himself. I'll take that. That use the washing pole, I think. It's the washing pole or the whip, something like that. I know where the Rebel Great Shield's at, and that's not it. Come here. See, I'm not going to get any drops off of these guys, but that's fine, because honestly, I don't think I really need them. That's a soul. I always hate going through Blight Town for the same reason as the depths. I get kind of lost. Move out a little bit, it'll be a little easier to... Oh. Come on. There we go. Now that guy's coming up. Here to join the party, bud? You're a little late. Everybody's already left. Let's push you that way a bit. This move, by the way, for those unaware, that's the kick move. The shield gets that replaces the kick. In a similar way that the curved swords and thrusting swords have different moves on that input, the shields do too, and that's what it is. It has guard frames from most of the move, but it doesn't do any damage. It does, however, it does knock down shields, which is something that the curved sword and the thrusting swords version of that attack doesn't do. Oh. You're coming up to play too, huh? Next contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Alright, that guy's down. And that one's down. You know, I can't say I've ever used gravity to defeat these guys before. This is a new one for me. Oh dear. Oh, I got grabbed. Oh, the fire-breathing dogs are down here. I'll be honest. I don't know if the shove will work on the dogs. Oh, that's not good. I didn't rest at that bonfire, did I? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll have to make my way back down there. That's a lot of souls there on the line. So I think I'm just going to run past everything. Yep, run past everything and then sit at that bonfire. And see, I could just do that to get to the area on my first time as well, but I don't like doing that whenever I'm testing out weapons because it doesn't give you an idea of what their capabilities really are. If I'd thought to do that, I wouldn't have ever, if I'd done that, I wouldn't have ever figured out the just shove everybody off of ledges tech that I can use for the shield, which is honestly very fun and interesting. It's a good way of going about dealing with the area for low damage builds. If you're able to stagger the enemies, and if you have access to a decent poise damage move like that, it's a genuinely good strategy. It was quite effective at going through the area. I'm going the wrong way. See, that is actually very effective. And it guards for the entire thing, too. You gonna come down, bud? Maybe if I get on the ladder, he'll... There we go. He was having some trouble. His AI didn't know what to do. Oh, hey, there's the shadow set. Not really what I'm looking for, though. I say looking for. I know where what I'm looking for is at. The, Eagle Shield or whatever it's called. The Eagle Great Shield. You gonna come down? Bye-bye. I'll be honest. I don't remember how to get out of here. Oh, I can just do that. And sit here. So now my spawn point is set there. If this was any game other than Dark Souls 1, activating that bonfire would have set my respawn point to that location. Wanna come up the ladder, bud? Yeah, there we go. Alright, come here. Come here. And down the pit you go. Wanna come up the ladder now too? Yeah, and there's another contestant coming up too. Is this extreme wipeout? There is sewer water at the bottom of that. Need to be careful here because they can potentially knock me off of the ledge. Let's get that guy off. Oh, he didn't fall. That didn't look like it connected. To me, at least. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is a genuine failing of this strategy, though, is that if there's multiple enemies, it's very difficult to get it to work. Now what I could do, it would be a lot slower. I could just knock them back down this hole as they're coming up. See how much fall damage he takes there. Was that like, what, half of his health? No, barely any. What if I stand right here? Wow, your pathfinding is not bad, bud. It's better than those big guys. Alright, Where's contestant number 3? You didn't want to show up today? Alright, this is not the shield. That is, however, Blooming Purple Muslims, which I should equip, honestly, if I get toxicked. That will be vital to have on my hotbar. Hello there, doggy. One down. Two down. There we go. Fire-breathing dogs are gone. I hate this bridge. I hate this bridge. I hate this bridge. Okay. Okay, so this is just the other side of the bridge. There's nothing up here. Just the way down. I believe that right there is the shield. That item on the ledge way over there. Oh, this isn't the way across. Isn't there like a ladder here or something? I guess not. This is just death. I can't go further down. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, okay. Up the ladder. I get a drink. Alright, so we're going this way. You know, if I remember correctly, that's where I came from. Just up that ladder. Yeah, this is where the other dogs are at. Down the pit with all of you. Alright. That's got power within on it, but I'm probably not going to be getting that. Kinda down, I guess. Bye. Bye. This. Yep, Eagle Shield. There it is. So, I can compare it for you if you haven't seen it. It's unupgraded, and its damage is, well, higher than any of the regular shields. No. It's lower than the Knight Shield. And about the same, actually exactly the same as the unupgraded Grasscrest Shield. Now that is without me two-handing it, and I don't meet the requirements to one-hand it quite yet. Not that I would want to one-handed, but the stability is lower, one higher than the Black Knight Shield at +3. It doesn't block all of any damage type, and its highest non-physical is 75. So, it's not great. It is by a significant margin, first Great Shield you have access to that isn't grinding for the Bone Wheel Shield, which similarly doesn't have great blocks, to be honest with you. Unlike the Eagle Shield, though, the Bone Wheel Shield has an attack on R2 that is very good. I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure where to go. That goes back up, this goes down to the Eagle Shield, and that's it, right? Can't drop lower there, there's no other ladder here. Can't drop lower there, that just goes over to the Eagle Shield. Oh, hi, bud. I would ask for directions on where you came from, but I know you wouldn't give them to me. Yeah, this section of Blighttown always confuses me. I could just drop off right... Oh, there's a ladder right there, okay. Well, that answers that. Huh. That's unusual. I'm not going to fight this thing right here because I definitely don't have a reliable means of killing it right there. Hello there, friend. Might I get you to commit Sudoku? Ow, that's not what I wanted. If I try to move you over here, and then move around you, could I convince you to... Yes, I can. friend. Could I convince you to position yourself right about there? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm still not really, other than Gaping Dragon, I haven't really super heavily felt the downsides of this weapon. Even against Taurus Demon, it was not that big of a deal. Same goes for Asylum Demon, honestly. The damage was low, but it wasn't so pitifully low that it was unusable. Gaping Dragon was the first boss that it's been actually horrible against so far. And I think once I get to the bottom of Blight Town, I'm probably going to not go straight for Quelaag at all. I'm gonna most likely go back up to Andre and try to get a and I'm gonna do Moonlight Butterfly as well, but I'm gonna try to upgrade my gear quite a bit before I go for Quelaag, because I know right now Gaping Dragon was that bad. Quelaag is going to be a million times worse. She's nowhere close to as easy to script, so to say. It's not scripting, but it's close enough to scripting, I would say, with Gaping Dragon. Her patterns are not anywhere close to as easy to exploit, basically. Not that Quelaag doesn't have exploitable patterns. It's just that with the level of awful damage that I'm doing at the moment, she will not be anywhere close to as reliable for me personally to deal with. My cat is making a nuisance of himself. No souls? Alright, he didn't die. He's alive at the bottom of here somewhere. Which means I could also take that fall, but I'm not going to just willingly take that much fall damage. Oh. This could be problematic. Oh, you hit me through the wall, okay. Now there's mosquitoes to deal with. Oh, thankfully I can one-shot those. Also the excellent fire guard on this shield. Alright, that was tense. Alright. Yeah, honestly, this is, I would argue, better for dealing with that. Maybe not as quickly, but better than just a regular weapon. I think everything that I just did there would have been easier with a shield and a spear. And honestly, you could make an argument for that about most of what I've been doing. The only real caveat to that being that I'm doing blunt damage rather than piercing. Although that is generally the best melee type piercing. We're going to beeline it for the bonfire, I think. I don't want to fight in the poison with all of those guys. Alright. Actually, here's a good opportunity to test this. I don't think it's increasing it at all while it's on my back. I think it just has a higher poison block specifically, is what it is. So we're going to put the grass crest shield back on there. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. This here should be a dragon scale. Which, if I want to make any boss weapons, I think it's boss weapons, the dragon scales upgrade. Or it might just be the dragon weapons. If it's the dragon weapons specifically, then that's pretty useless to me. I don't think there's a dragon shield of any kind in this particular game. Alright. And the goal for strength is 34. Since that should allow me to two-hand the hovel shield. And then after that, probably just gonna worry about getting more health and endurance. And my goal for right now, like progressing through here, is going to be getting up to Valley of Drakes. Not for any particular shields or anything, but for the shortcut back up to Firelink. Because I can then use it to go all the way back up to... Oh dear, I got poisoned. Up to Andre, so I can upgrade my gear. Is there an item over here? No. Just an enemy. You know what? I'm gonna grab some items out of the swamp while I'm down here, actually. I've gotten to that bonfire, so it's not like dying here is going to be that big of a deal. And I could also get Rusted Iron Ring from the Asylum. Would make getting around in the swamp easier for sure. These slugs, I'll need to look up what they are most weak to. I might grind Titanite shards off of them between sessions, because I'm going to need a lot of green Titanite. I'm planning on upgrading each of my shields, like once I get the grade shields, down different pathways on the upgrade tree. Oh! They actually seem to be weak to strike damage. That's actually very good damage against them. I'm not gonna waste upgrade materials on the Eagle Shield. Make no mistake, it would be a waste. Its damage is quite low, and the blocks are also quite low for a great shield. Yeah, no, that damage is actually not too bad against them. I mean, like, obviously I've seen end dealt higher before. I've one-shot them with, you know, Fireball and whatnot, but... I was worried that these guys would be exceptionally difficult to kill with a shield for grinding Titanite shards off of them. But no, it's actually not too bad at all. Now, dealing with this many of them here could be a problem. Grab whatever this is and then Homeward Bone. Oh, it's the server. Alright. I'll hold these souls because I'm going to need to use them for upgrades. See if I can't find anything else in the swamp that I haven't grabbed already. Like, whatever this is. It's a big soul. And then up around this corner I believe is another item. Yep, and two of these bolter guys. Oh yeah, that's the Great Club. Okay. I knew it was in the swamp somewhere. Alright, that's my goal. Getting out of the swamp now. I could go over to Ash Lake and kill those Titanite lizards, but I'll be honest with you, that... Actually, no, that's a very good idea. I should do that. Pick up whatever this is first, and then get back to the bonfire and go up to Ash Lake. Or actually, no. Getting out of Ash Lake is going to be difficult without the Lord Vessel. If I end up being desperate for upgrade materials like Twinkling Titanite, I'll go up in there. There's quite a few Titanite lizards in the tree. Actually, no. I should go do it. Because I'm going to need as much damage as I can get against Quelaag, and the best shield I'm going to have access to before her is the one that I'm using, unless I go get the bone shield. Which means I also want to crack a hard soul for a level up. So that I don't risk losing that like 3,500 souls there. Because that was more than half of a level up. And I will use a moss clump to cure my poison once I get up on the log. Oh, there's an item back here actually. I don't remember what this is, but there's an item here. Oh, green Titanite shards. That's actually quite useful. Moss clump. think there's a bonfire at the top of here, isn't there? Yeah, there's a bonfire right here. Alright, so Chloranthiering I don't believe stacks with the Grass Crest shield, so the only thing I'm really here for is the Titanite Lizards. And I don't remember the locations of all of them, but I know there's at least 2. Oh, it seems like they might have actually fixed the collision on these branches on Remastered. I would be surprised if that was actually the case, but it definitely feels that way. So we drop down here. That was close. Down you go. Oh, he survived that one. That one didn't survive. I could have sworn I just heard a lizard. Like a Titanite lizard, not a basilisk lizard. Unsure. You know, I could have sworn there were loads of Titanite lizards here in this Great Hollow, but I'm not seeing any. I thought I heard one. And here I was looking for an opportunity to get some twinkling Titanite. I don't even see any lizards. Oh, that's not good. That's unfortunate. Not leaving, I'm checking up here, because I seem to remember there being one in a hallway like one of these. Well, it appears that if there is one, it's not this particular hallway. off my health, because that could matter. There's an idea. What's the point of this room? Bizarre. Can't help but feel I'm missing something there. Wait, is this above that spot that had the basilisks down there? There was a ledge up there. Well, now I'm sure that I'm missing something. Because there was a ledge up there. I checked all of the walls. There wasn't any illusory walls there. Oh, I know. This isn't the basilisk spot. I believe that right there is the Chloranthe ring. Yep. Oh no. I'm dead. Oh, that was only about 1,000 souls right there. That's not too bad. I could have quit it out, but that's fine. Oh, there's a lizard. Hey, 2 twinkling titanite. Retrieve all 0 of those souls. That's, I believe, one more upgrade for my Black Knight shield. Oh, I see you down there. I believe quitting out respawns the lizards. Okay, so you came from somewhere else to get there. Which means it fell down to get to that spot. The question then is from where? Oh. That's fine, I only had one soul. This gives me another chance to try to find that lizard too. So one spawns up there then. Alright. So I drop down here, and I go up there. And I quit out and reload, and one should spawn there. Ah, so that's the purpose of this big tunnel. How would you be expected to get this one without doing quitting and reloading? Wait, no, where is it? Unusual. If I set the bonfire, does it respawn there? Yeah, it does. What the heck? It didn't respawn. Ah, it is unusual. Okay, now I know I just heard it. Okay, so if I quit out and reload here, try this again. Maybe I'm too close to it? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. Maybe I need to quit out before it despawns. This will be a very slow-going process if this is how I have to do this. Let's see, is he still there? I don't see him. So I have no idea how you're intended to get that one then. That's extremely strange. Because it's not respawning whenever I reload the area. Or at least it's not consistently respawning when I reload the area, I should say. There's one. How do I get up there, though? This is the basilisk room. Maybe there's an illusory wall in the basilisk room? Does not appear so. So I have no idea. Oh. Alright, let's try reloading these two. Maybe the lizards both just move down here whenever the area gets reloaded or something. Well, at least one of them did. Alright, that's another down. Two more twinkling titanites. Now, I know I did see another one, but I'm guessing it was above and just fell down here. And how in the world? Yeah, illusory wall indeed, jeez. Ah, this is that ladder. There's just loads of basilisks down here. Alright, just use the ladder. Anything else over here? Does not appear so. Just go down here. Down to Mushroom Man land. And I don't know if there's more Titanite down here or not. I know I'm at the very least definitely not going into Ash Lake. Well, I'm not using the bonfire in Ash Lake, I should specify. I don't care about using the Dragon Covenant for anything. So there's not really even any need for me to go to that bonfire. I'd rather not get falcon punched. So there might be Titanite down here. Need to be careful to not get sniped by the Hydra. Dragon scale. that's good enough. Yeah, just gonna. That's at least enough for one more upgrade on my shield, so I'll say that's good enough. No, hold on. Let me take a look real quick to see if that lizard is respawned there. No, doesn't appear so, or if it did, it already ran away. Yeah, difference of one upgrade is unlikely to make that huge of a difference. And I'm going to be going back to the Undead Asylum. I don't think that there's any Twinkling Titanite there. But there might be some in the woods. The Darker Garden area. And I think I just need one more Twinkling Titanite to max this out anyway. I'll make my way over to the bonfire here and then start making my way out of Blighttown via the elevator. There we go. I lost that 3 humanity, but that's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. That affects my my damage reduction a little bit, and I think also damage output. But it's such a minuscule amount that it doesn't matter. The bigger problem is the lost item drop rate, but that's not that huge of a deal, to be honest. It'll make grinding for the Bone Wheel Shield a bit slower if I decide I want to do that, and grinding for Titanite shards off of the slugs slower. Which I'm going to need to do that for sure. So that's really the only major loss. It's not like I don't have a bunch of humanity sitting in my inventory waiting to be used that I could also just use to increase my own discovery if I decide I need to. Plus grinding off of the slugs, I believe they can drop humanity. There we go. There's the Crimson Set and the Tin Banishment Catalyst, and this is Remedy. Okay. Honestly, I'm just glad I didn't get toxicked. Hello there, mosquito. Goodbye. Is there nothing here? That's confusing. Is there nothing here? Yeah, that doesn't break. Yeah, calling me confused. I have no idea what the point of this is. Just to add the labyrinthine design of Blighttown, I guess. I knew the way out was this way. This is also the way up to the soul over here. There's a Firekeeper soul. Holy. He's trying to run from me. And I'm toxic. Tell you what. I drop down, I grab the soul and I Homer Bone. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Okay. I don't know if I have a way to go about that other than that that's going to be better than just taking it normally. And honestly, taking it normally isn't really an option because I don't have any ranged ability to deal with the arch, the poison dart guys. And I could have handled that better, obviously, but I don't know how much better I could have. Like, I could have avoided accidentally knocking the poison archer off of the ledge down into where the dogs were, which might have been enough to get me the soul before I died, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Hold on, mosquito, we're gonna kill you. I'm gonna get toxic here. There's really not any getting around that. Alright. That's two of these guys down. See, once I'm toxic, they have no power over me. I don't think you can make that jump. This is not good. Ooh. I'm just gonna die. Okay, well, I dealt with a bunch of the archers, so they shouldn't respawn. At least I don't think they respawn. Beef jerky zombie man is not looking too good. He's looking like buffalo beef jerky. Let's see. My hope is that they didn't respawn. Yeah, just these two guys now. Alright. Alright, I just gotta get out of here now. Is there an item down here? No, there's not. Just climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. Alright. Ha! You didn't quite toxic me, jerk. So I got the tin banishment catalyst, that's not exactly useful for me. Cultist armor, I think has poise on the legs. Check that in a second. Take a look at that. No. Hollow where your waistcloth does, though. Is it like the chest piece that does? No. Was it the helmet? No. It's not the gloves. No. Okay, so the cut doesn't have any poise. I was mistaken. Misremembering that somehow. What's this? Ah, the new Londo key. That is important if I didn't have the master key. And there's these three guys up here, which I'm probably just going to have to avoid. I don't really have a realistic way of killing them at the moment. I could try luring them back over there, but I didn't even observe to see if there was a good spot to try to lure them to their deaths. If they follow me out here, actually, this would be a very easy way to kill them. Will you follow me out of Blighttown and into Valley of Drakes? No, that's the end of their leash range. I don't know what that noise was. Alright, I could go grab Red Tearstone Ring and the Barbarian set and all that in Valley of Drakes, but I'll be honest, there isn't anything over there that I'm actually terribly interested in getting. I've got a better fire defense shield than the Dragon Crest shield. Like, you know, the one I'm using. Black Knight shield is far better. 95% fire block versus I think it's 85 on the Dragon Crest one. And the damage on this is better, the physical block is the same. Like, there's really no reason to try to go grab it. Alright, let's head up to Andre. Not interested in talking to any of you guys. Did I grab the item that was here? Yeah, I did. So yeah, I guess I go to Andre, then I go grab the Rusted Iron Ring. Then I go... No, actually, I'll go to Darkroot Garden before I go to the Asylum. No, actually, I want to get the shield from Oscar, because that's a magic block shield that'll be useful for the Moonlight Butterfly, the crest shield. So really all I'm doing here is making a pit stop to upgrade. I will gladly give you the large ember, bud. Reinforce. Black Knight shield. Oh, now it needs 4 to max it, so I need 2 more. But that is the last upgrade for it. Yeah, it's just 4 points of damage. That's not a huge deal. I have the Tower Kite, and these two are functionally identical. And I don't really need the large leather shield for anything. I've got a good fire and lightning block shield here. Yeah, literally both of the blocks are higher. This is just strictly better. Alright. Didn't use this bonfire. I sat at Firelink, so the respawn point will be set there if I were to die to a stray demon. And I think that the play for getting the doll is literally just run past the knight if I can, and then Homer to Bone. Framped snoring. Let's store. Everything that isn't a shield. Actually, I'll hold a Sorcerer Catalyst because I could potentially use that for Magic Shield. Cracked Round Shield is useless. Blank Shield's useless. Target Shield's good for parrying. Wooden Shield is a good lightning block, but I don't think it's as good. I'll check it. I'll check those. The Night Shield is worse than anything else I've got. This is 65. It's pretty much the best Magic Guard shield I've got. Oh, I didn't store the Dragon King Great Axe. Alright. Next stop is the Asylum. Thinking about how I'm gonna kill Oscar, and I honestly don't know. I can mess with his leash range and see if he's susceptible to getting killed by a Black Knight. And I missed the jump. Don't really care about grabbing the Caduceus shield. Alright, sit here for a short while, get brought back to the Asylum. Pinwheel doesn't give very many souls. The only reason I would want to go down to the Catacombs is for the Bone Wheel Shield, which I'm trying to avoid grinding for. These guys are more dangerous than Stray Demon, to be honest with you. Alright. And as much as I don't want to, it's probably wise to use this bonfire. Hello, Oscar. Ooh, you don't stagger. Alright, let's see if Black Knight's able to beat your ass. Yeah, how's your leash range look? Alright, Black Knight, you are able to hit him for me. Ha ha ha! Cross shield. And I don't care about killing you at all, I've already got your shield. See, you gotta work smarter, not harder. Alright. I know that doesn't reset that Black Knight, but with any luck, he has lost aggro. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm any lore expert or anything, but is there actually a reason, other than just gameplay mechanics, that these guys are even here, the Black Knights? Because, like, I can't think of any actual reason that they would be here. Seems like it's just they're placed here to act as challenging enemies. Not that that's a problem. So I would be interested to know if there was a lore reason for them to be here. Like, at all, not specifically just now. On the revisit. Yeah, I'm a good several thousand souls off of level up there. It was what, 6,200? Yeah. Now I'm not too worried about losing any souls. Gee, thanks, guy. Alright. Stray demon. That is not good damage. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. Maybe getting that spike shield from Kirk would have been a good idea. It isn't going to be difficult, that we are going to be here a while. Yeah, this is probably going to be like a 20-minute fight. She did not get greedy. He literally cannot damage me through my shield. Oh. Either the guard frames were gone there, or that damaged me through my shield. Here, let's see. Oh, that does something other than physical damage or fire damage. Well, it might do fire damage, but I doubt that it does so much fire damage that it did all of that. I'm guessing it's magic damage. Huh? Yeah. I'm beginning to regret not grabbing that bleed shield. Because unless I'm mistaken, Stray Demon is actually weak to bleed. It would be rather out of the way to go get it now, though. And that's even assuming that he dropped it, because I believe it's random which items Kirk drops each time he invades you. So, like, I might get a couple armor pieces, or I might get his shield, or I might get his sword. I think that's how it works, at least. Although I say it would take a while. It might actually be faster to go grab it now and come back here and refight the Stray Demon, or like restart the fight, than continuing to fight him with what I've got. That's much riskier than just doing 3 R1s. Pretty easy, honestly. He's not doing the big horizontal swing because his AI is being manipulated but to either keep doing that move or the butt stomp. And like that's the most difficult move to avoid is the horizontal swing with the explosion on it. Well, we're over a third of the way there, I think. If he keeps doing this, he'll be done in no time, right? What was that? Did something die? There's like a golden glow that went up to my character. I didn't see any souls gained and I don't have any humanity. So I don't know what that was. You know, I should probably heal just to be safe. Oh, yep, that's his most dangerous move right there. Alright, we're halfway there. That was risky, but I did learn something from it. The range isn't quite as high as it looks. This elevation is causing me to miss. Ah, that's much better. See? Being nice and cooperative now. Say, as he rotates a little bit. Man, you really don't want to keep cooperating, do you? Oh, see? Is that so hard? Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. That's not what I wanted to do. Should I keep doing the butt slam? I missed again. Missed. Hey, are we be cooperating now. Man, I can't say anything. I can't say it because he just immediately stops cooperating the second I say anything. I don't know how I keep messing up that power attack or not power attack, the jump attack input so badly. Almost there. Somehow accidentally did a kick, like a kick there. Little shield shove. All right. Titanite slab and more bone, humanity, and where's the souls? 20,000. Not the fattest paycheck I've ever gotten, but good. Oh, that did take a while though. It took quite a while. That was about 20 minutes, I think. It was at least 10. I can say that with confidence. Actually, I use these souls with Andre. I need to upgrade that crest shield. Because I'm planning on using it to fight Moonlight Butterfly since it's got really high magic guard. I believe Moonlight Butterfly passively heals whenever it's boosted, whenever you can damage it. Oh, I answered wrong. Oh, and now it's changed. Not planning on using any pyromancies, really, but wouldn't be the worst idea to invest in, I don't know, like Iron Flesh or something down the line, maybe. Alright, so let's head over to Andre. Let's see. The Crest Shield. Yeah, it's the magic block one. Reinforce weapon. Oh, it's another Twinkling Titanite weapon. Okay. Let's see. That gets me some heavy armor. I don't think Shiva sells any shields, or if he does, they're not ones that would be particularly useful. Let's buy these. I'm not too worried about the crest. And I don't really have anything to upgrade right now, since those use Twinkling Titan, and I'd rather max out this one using that at the moment. So we're gonna level up. And let's make our way over to Moonlight Butterfly. Now, the marginal increase in damage I don't see actually being that big of a deal. And I would rather use that boost in my damage output for Quelaag if I get 2 more Twinkling Titanite down here. Oh, you know what? I could have used that to upgrade my armor. Actually, that's fine though. It's not that big of a deal. How much Titanite do I have? I've got 9 large Titanite shards. I don't think I want to use my large Titanites on this particular armor though. I might find something a bit heavier that I'm more inclined to use. Here. Come closer to the ledge, bud. There we go. Now you. A lot of people forget about that soul right there. And I'm not gonna be buying the Crest of Artorias, I don't think. Hey, that's a dark... I'm, not Dark Wraith, Gravelord. Although that does nothing on regular new game as far as I'm aware. So I'm not inclined to go invade a Gravelord. Let me go. Alright. Those guys are down. And as much as I would like to try to grind out the stone great shield off of the golems here, I don't think that it would actually end up being all that useful. It's insanely heavy. I don't think I have the strength to wield it yet. And it's just an alright great shield. It's just way too heavy. Like, for what the weight is, you might as well just be using hovels, and it's, I believe, strictly worse than hovels. The wolf ring up here, on the other hand, could potentially be quite useful, so I'm trying to go grab it. On top of that, I would have to kill a bunch of the stone golems to even get it, most likely, since it's a random drop. And I don't foresee them being very easy to kill for me. Whereas the bone wheels, if I were to grind those guys out to try to get the armor from, or not the armor, the bone wheel shield, they're pretty squishy and they take extra damage from strike damage, unless I'm mistaken. So they would actually be somewhat reasonable to take out. Yeah, I knew I was Gravelorded, but didn't do anything since I wasn't New Game Plus. I don't believe there's anything useful down there, but I can go check. I don't remember what it is. I can give myself a DPS check against these guys. Yeah, that's not going to be realistic. Especially not with the little toads here. Oh, Soul of Proud Knight, that's useful. I'm just glad he didn't use Tranquil Walk of Peace. Hi, bye, and hello. Let's get over to that bonfire. So yeah, grinding out those guys for their great shield, which would be, it could potentially be useful, but I don't foresee grinding them out to get it being particularly feasible. At least not until I have, like, an infused shield or something. Because my plan is to have Black Iron Shield, the Tower Shield, exact Black Iron Shield, Tower Shield, the Giant Shield. This is the Elite Knight Armor, isn't it? Yeah. Those three for Fire, Lightning, and Divine. And then Hovels for just a physical damage shield. Let me grab my Crush Shield. I will say my damage output for this does worry me. We're gonna see what I'm doing damage-wise. You gonna land sometime so I can damage test? What are you doing, dude? There we go. Yeah, that ain't great. I'll be honest, I might need to get a fire shield to be able to deal with this in a reasonable amount of time. Because every time it roosts like that, it does heal over time. And my damage output is not going to be high enough to outpace it very well. I mean, it does outpace it, but only barely. And I might end up taking enough chip damage on this shield even that I will be the one who dies first. Yeah, we're looking at a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. If it's 14 segments on the health bar, a 28 cycle here. That ain't looking too hot, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I think that's gonna be one we're gonna have to come back to, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I go back to Andre. And what's the blocks on my The Eagle Shield I can use there. I think that the Butterfly is weakest to fire. I'll have to check that. Whichever damage type it takes more from of fire and lightning, I think I infuse it with. Or if the Eagle Shield does more with either particular infusion itself. Unless one of Moonlight Butterfly's defenses is substantially higher. Let's see here.
Well, you need it.
It's funny, I said this thing wasn't going to be useful, but I think it's going to be what I need to use to fight for a while, honestly. Although I think I do stand by that statement. It is the worst Great Shield by a substantial margin. Alright, reinforce. Alright, so modify. That's just for the +6. Where's the ability to... That's unusual. Let me look this up, I guess. Dark Souls 1 Lightning Infusion. Ah, Lightning Infusion is at the Giant Blacksmith. So I'll need to go down to Vamos then to get a Fire Infusion. Do I even have any Green Titanite? Oh, I think I do have a couple Green Titanites. I have one Green Titanite. Does Vamos sell them? Let's see. You know, I could have sworn that Andre was able to do Divine Infusions as well. No, Vamos does not sell them. Divine Infusion. You need the Divine Ember. Andre can do... Let me see. No. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna need to make my way down to the depths. Not the depths, the catacombs anyway. So I'll probably need to go grind out some green titanites anyhow. So I think I'll call it for there. I'll be grinding those off stream and pick it back up whenever I'm making my way down to Vamos.